Hi, I'm Spidey J, 18, and welcome to Caps and Cards.
North Shore Fitted here. I lost a bet with John this week. So, as some of you can see, I got a pinstripe on here. I wanted to show off this jersey. It's very fun. It's Yankees. And
Uh-oh.
it's the captain with the 100th anniversary patch of the New York Yankees. And then for my fitted of the day, I've got this Japan exclusive cherry blossom bottom. It's got the cherry blossom mark on the back of the brim right here, on the back of the back panel, and then right next to the Yankees logo. So if anybody's questioning why I'm wearing this, it's because the Sox got their asses handed to them by the Blue Jays 14-1 yesterday.
I'm having too much fun with this right now.
So it's a split series. Although, joke's on John, because behind me is a Banks jersey from the Giants, who were the team that beat the Bills.
You fuck.
Wide right.
Epic Pit Viper starting wicked. So I'm rocking the Bills from Toppers, blacked out with the stadium pin, gray NFL shield on the back. I did a couple pickups today at the Bills stadium. I came home with some pretty good stuff. This is the new sideline hat. And on one side, it says Bills. On this side, it's just clear. And it was unfortunate that our old school alternate logo is a snapback, so I won't be getting that one. And this one is the loudest of the bunch.
Chicken wing.
Chicken wing, 716. The Queen.
Oh, it's Buffalo, New York City.
Yeah, it says
Nickel City.
Or the Nickel City, not the Queen City. What am I doing? And then all this crap on the back. So it was like, hey, Lids, do your fucking thing. And then Lids did their fucking thing.
You picked me up that one. You had me grab one of those for me. That one's nice. I like that's like 90s vibes. I'll have to wear that to the stadium when we go.
You'll have a few options, and this one is also a stadium exclusive, the Reddit out. Now this is perfect for that. You can kind of see the sleeves behind my head.
That highlighter one that you picked me up, the toothbrush. I can't wait to rock it with this Jim Kelly.
I think
that's what I was thinking. I think when I grabbed it.
Somebody asked me for a butter lamb, and I said, well, the only thing they have is snaps, so I give ye the butter lamb.
That one's cool.
It's cool. I just wish they made more fitteds.
You have a fitted though, don't you?
I do, yeah. So the story behind the butter lamb is it's actually a Polish tradition here where our families go to the Broadway market, and the Broadway market was started by all the ethnicities in the area. And you have like your meat market by the Italians, the Polish are making pierogies and sweets and stuff like that. And one person came up with the butter lamb. And so I'm notorious for cutting the head off that thing every single year and getting yelled at. So, you gotta liven the holidays. Why not cut the head off the butter lamb?
I swapped my fitted to a Korean exclusive here. Yankees green bottom. It's got number 8, who was Yogi Berra, and it says, "It's not over till it's over" in Korean on the side.
Somebody made a Shohei looking one with the All-Star game hat, and they put his name, I think, on the back there, and they wanted like $300 for it, which I thought was excessive.
We probably get it done at Lids.
Yeah, right.
This is actual production. This isn't post-production, so that's what's cool about this.
That's right. Yeah, I could tell this. I just put this one on, and I can already tell it's Bangladesh. Just look at how high that crowd is.
I don't know if it's picking up on camera.
You could tell.
It's the blackout Kith Yankees. Let me throw this one on. I don't wear these outside the house, so I got to wear them somewhere.
Gotta do something.
Speaking of the Yankees, how about the trades they came up with this this season. You must be this trade deadline. You must be pretty happy with that.
It was pretty crazy to see Gallo and Rizzo and just a couple Italian boys joining the mafia. So just I'm just a fan of the game, man.
I am too. As you can tell, I both the teams.
I'm never gonna really like. I do want to see like the teams that have never won, like the Brewers and the Mariners, get there.
The Brewers have won one.
They have 3 pitchers right now with just barely above 2 ERAs and like 165 strikeouts apiece. And Burns pitched today, so I can imagine what he's at right now, maybe 170.
Yeah. Speaking of Rizzo,
World Series champion jersey.
yes, yeah, I got it. Got it after that historic win. He's the one that caught the ball for the last out.
Yeah, good choice. That pop fly. Yeah, majestic.
Well, no, it wasn't the pop fly. It was the throw by Chris Bryant.
Right. Okay.
Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant throws the first. Then the Cubs have done it. They've broken the 100-year curse. I was so excited to see him in Boston after the trade rumors, but yeah.
Well, Boston made some pretty good moves.
Yeah, hopefully Schwarber can get healthy. I don't know where we're going to play him at. He's going to have to probably be a DH, which means they're going to put Martinez in the outfield.
I think they'll be pretty good either way if they shuffle him in or
move him over to first. He can probably play first. He's a big guy.
He can play first, yeah. I think JD could too.
I don't know. He's got a cannon for an arm. I wouldn't want him at first.
Yeah, probably keep him at right field or
left field.
Left, yeah.
Or DH. It might be a Cody Bellinger moment there, like yesterday in the Giant, like a couple nights ago in the Giants game, where he thought he was thrown over to third, but there was no one there. And the ball.
Oh yeah, he hit the net. Yeah, I was watching that.
2 runs scored on that.
Well, wasn't that an inside the park home run?
That was a Giant. That was the Giants Dodgers game. You're talking about the Durant thing.
Yeah.
That wasn't inside the park. It got ruled a triple. The center fielder for the Jays bobbled it the second game of the doubleheader.
Yeah.
And he never stopped running, but because he bobbled it, they ruled it a triple and an error.
I mean, I'm stupid excited to see Duran do really well. And as a completely unbiased opinion, the kid's USA born, he's making it in a big baseball town. That's really exciting. No matter what team you're on, that's awesome. His parents were at the first game in Yankee Stadium when he got his first hit. I was at his first home run game here in Buffalo. There is nothing more exciting than seeing a player hit his first home run, getting some knocks in, just having a heyday with the RBIs. I mean, the ribbies. Then they did, after he hit the home run, they put him in a mop bucket. And
they call it the home run cart.
Yeah, well, normally it's the home run cart, but they put him in a mop bucket. So I don't know how that one was supposed to go, but
I flipped the team described. This is the only team described I like out of those from New Era to the Yankees. The Apple back.
It's time to roll out the barrel because the Brewers have just beaten the Braves. And that's actually a polka song. So I think that their culture has a lot to do with why I like them a lot. Because when you go to the game and you hear the organs and the accordions and stuff.
They have some of the best brats at their games I've heard.
Oh, dude. I don't care how I make them. I need like 10 of them at the stadium. That's like 60, 70 bucks right there. My dad's like, where else are you going to get them like this? And he's right, because, there ain't nowhere else to go.
I'm what you call de-Yankified now. Will soon be. I got the Giant City Connect on my American flag shirt.
De-Yankified. So is that like? No, I can't even say it.
You gotta sanitize yourself after wearing that.
I got you.
got the can of Lysol right here.
Oh, okay. I had the hand sanitizer.
We're all joking. I like Jeter, even though I was a Boston fan. We were always against
There
him.
were some really nice Jeter hats at Lids that I saw. We actually got a couple of them here. I'm
I got
surprised
a
people down
I
that
got a
much.
couple of those. I got a couple of the retirement hats with the 2-patch. That's one of the reasons why I picked that Jeter jersey up, because I knew he was going to get in the Hall of Fame when after he retired. I knew I had to grab his jersey when I had the chance. Because Mitchell and Ness is now remaking that same jersey and charging $450 for it. But I paid less than $100 for that one.
You
The
got
only difference,
I do.
that one's a Russell one too. So my idea was I wanted to strip that big ass patch on the side, the 2003 100th anniversary. I want to put a 96 because then it'd be like a rookie jersey. But the patches don't match. The other one's a little too big, so the seams will show. I got to figure out a tailor or somebody that can get rid of that seam.
You don't want it to look like a Braves All-Star Game jersey from this year.
Yeah, well, they first switched the fabric over it, which looked even more retarded, and then they got rid of it completely and put the 150th patch on it, which I didn't mind.
I'm looking for one of my Picasso Battermans. Because I did want to make a highlight of that today.
Definitely need more Giants caps the way they've been playing this year. And after them getting Chris Bryant now, too.
Oh, Brian. I mean, that was huge.
Does that mean Evan Longoria is out of a job?
Could be.
He's old as dirt anyway. These were the 2 hockey pickups that I mentioned in our other episode. Tampa Bay Lightning, Eastern Conference patch, NHL logo on the back. These are with the NHL logo, so these are when they stole the license.
Well, they can actually still make NHL hats in the arena because the arenas are licensed New Era distributors.
But they want to have this patch on the inside.
Well, my Sabres ones, I'll show you.
This guy? Yeah, there's no NHL patch in it. That means it was after NHL lost the New Era rights.
But this patch right here is just certification that they are New Era distributors.
No, so these patches show that these were before they lost the New Era license.
Right, yeah. I've got a few like that. We'll have to do a special on that next time.
I've got a bunch of them, yeah. This was the other one.
I've got about 2/3 of the league. That's my favorite logo, just in the other colorway.
This is 2013, the 20th anniversary patch. So this is old gold.
Yeah.
It's China, 100% wool. I was kind of hoping for Musa when I knew it was old gold, but nope.
No, even some of the North Stars and stuff I have, those were still China. So you're kind of hit and miss on those. You never really know what you're gonna get.
I don't know. I'm happy to get any NHL hats nowadays. When I saw those 2 in that sales thread, I had to pop them because he only wanted $30 a pop for them, and I tracked them down to $50 for both. So I was like, not bad. They're brand new too. I know the Lightning one will get worn. I don't know about the
Moving on.
Duck.
Speaking of the Lightning, today Corey Perry signed with the Tampa Bay Lightning because if you can't beat them, join them.
Really? He did? That's crazy. So you know something that's funny?
Signed him to a 2-year deal. And fun fact about Corey Perry is that he was on the last 2 losers against Tampa Bay.
He started with the Ducks, though, didn't he?
He went from the Ducks to Dallas to Montreal, and now he's in Tampa.
I'm only missing Dallas. I'm only missing Dallas. I got a Habs hat up there.
We're not going to talk about that skate being in the crease tonight. We're not going to do it.
Anytime you bring it up. Anytime there's like a poster or something, you guys write on the poster at the bar.
Yeah.
You didn't score.
I'll have to grab one of those picture with that for I'll get all decked out and go to One of
What
the
spot?
bars that, yeah. I think it's the bowling alley bar, but
You're gonna have to take me to the best wing spot in town.
I think they're called Shooters or something. It's right by the hockey rink there.
Yeah, you have to take me to the best wing spot when I'm there.
There's like 2 or 3 pizza places we're gonna have to go to because I personally I like one spot so much, but then dad likes one spot so much, and you get different, like you get the South Buffalo feel, then you get the downtown feel, and there's just it. The guy that did Barstool, like he did some really accurate stuff, like when he went to Lenovo and stuff. But personally, I'm not a Lenovo fan, but I'll eat it. So it,
I was so pissed when he did the review on North Shore roast beef here. Our regional food. I couldn't go to Nick's for like a fucking month and a half because every time I called, they were like, it's like a 3-hour wait.
yeah. See, even when he went to Lenovo, it's still like an hour. So like they just make them like ready to go, you know.
Well, you guys don't have the tourists like we have down here.
I mean, except for the Jays. I mean, before the Red Sox game, I wanted to go to Pearl Street, which is like the spot before it. We have like a tram that runs down just Main Street, and it on the corner is Pearl Street, and that's a big bar. And what everybody does is they go to Pearl before the game, or there's a couple other spots like the Labatt Tap House and a couple just bars, like makeshift bars and the cobblestone. And
I've never had actually ever had Labatt. I think I had it when I was at the Bruins, but I don't remember.
I'd be surprised if they even sell that today.
Labatt? Well,
Yeah.
they sold at the Bruins Stadium because of the Canadian fans.
Yeah, like if somebody's there that's like the Leafs, Canadians, Vancouver.
No, they sell it on draft. It's the cheapest beer. It's one of the cheaper beers at the Garden. That's why I bought it.
Yeah, it's also kind of ass, but sometimes I'll drink it. I gotta really be in the mood for that one. There you go. That's a beer.
I got one of my favorites from you. This is the last one. I had to pick a good time to have it.
I was definitely debating getting like 12 of those today. Because I don't see it anymore, but they make one Buffalo during it's seasonal. It wasn't all year beer. Now they made a Bill season beer, so now that kind of pisses me off. But
I'm gonna have to try that one when I'm there. If I like it, we're gonna have to figure out a way to get it back to Mass.
I'm sure we can get it done. 20 pounds of hats coming at you.
No, I'm gonna be like, I'll take my luggage out on the plane. I'll be like, all right, my luggage can only weigh so much, so ship all my clothes back, man.
What are you shipping? 20 pounds of hats? Yeah, okay. I switched to the
it was funny there.
Milwaukee 75 All-Star game, Green Bottom.
Oh, that one's nice. Where'd you get that one at?
I'm almost positive this is a hat club.
I think Lids.
No. This is older. This is
I don't remember that one dropping, so
yeah, this is an older one. This is the Milwaukee County.
I got the script Dodgers from this year. That black bottom.
They absolutely crushed this series because it's Green Bottom. Like I almost wanted to give up my grays just to get the greens.
What was I gonna say? The Dodgers are starting to look like the evil empire here. They've got Albert Pujols now. They got Trey Turner. They've got Max Scherzer now. What's next? Are they gonna buy out someone else? Let's say.
Crazy, man. I don't even know where to go with that.
Although I'd like to say it's refreshing to see an ownership that's so committed to winning that they're willing to.
You know, I wish every ownership had like what the NL West is doing right now. Because the NL East is a crapshoot. The Central, like the Brewers got a few pieces, and I think the Cardinals made one trade.
They got Lesta.
And then the Cubs and Nationals shipped everybody. They were fire sailing. I hope the draft is good next year because that's going to be terrible for all these teams.
Well, the Cubs have always been cheap. We already know. You already know this historically. They're good for a few years and they ship everybody off. They're very seldom. The only time they sold out for a championship was in 16.
Yeah.
When they had that team, they had all those guys drafted. They got lucky like the Astros did in 17. They just had all the guys. They only needed one piece, and they got that piece, but it cost them a lot.
I'd have to double check, but I'm almost positive that Hader was a rookie in 17 with the Astros.
I don't believe so. I don't think he has a ring.
He was one of their prospects.
I think he wasn't up in 17, maybe 18.
I'd have to see it, but I know I have a prospect card of him where he's wearing an Astros and he's got short hair and it's just weird. My two favorite cards, one is it's from Tier 1 2018. He's holding a bat. I'm just like, of all the cards that you could choose a guy to sign, you chose the picture with him batting. He's a freaking closer.
It's cool. I like it because it's obscure.
Yeah, that's something that goes into the not Hall of Fame almost immediately.
Well, you never know. They might need him as a pinch hitter in the postseason, an extra inning game.
The first Brewers pitcher I saw that did it was Giovanni Gallardo, and he friggin' smoked a grand slam in like extras. That was to get the Brewers in the playoffs when they started getting hot.
What was it, Yomar? The guy that went down for the Braves because he had a hissy fit earlier in the season. He threw his glove and he tore his ligament.
Yeah.
And Yomar, whatever. He had a couple grand slams, the same like 2 starts between each other.
I hate seeing that. Like I've been to a lot of games this year, and one of the worst things I've ever seen, other than a ball going straight into somebody's chest that was sitting next to me, and the guy was more mad about the chili dog than he was like, hey, I just got this. And then customer service comes down with like 2 or 3 more chili dogs. And he's like, that's more like it. But this kid had his arm over a railing and the ball hit him like right here. And I swear I heard the crack. And it was like lightning, like boom. And then you just see the ball like ricochet like far as hell. And some other kid went while this kid's crying on the ground. Another kid goes and takes the ball. Now let me throw something else on. Because I want to talk about something that
I wish I had a Woo Sox hat.
I don't have a Woo Sox yet.
No, I wish I did because we beat you in a doubleheader yesterday, both games.
Jesus, I'm not even paying attention because they're not here yet.
I watched them because they were on Nesson before the Sox came on. I watched the first game, then I looked up the score of the next game because it was really bad. It was like 14-1 or something like that.
The only game I paid attention to was when the Bisons played Zach Britton, and his ERA was like 139, and he pitched like 1/3 of an inning for 10 runs. So when I was in Tampa, there was a kid looking at hats and he didn't really know what size he was. And I just looked at him and I was like, you're probably like a 1/2 kid. And he goes, how do you know? And I grabbed a 1/2 and I gave it to him. And his mom turns to me and goes, do you work here? And I'm like, nope. I just looked at him, which means I spent a lot of time around hats. And we're going to have to do a couple videos on cleaning, maintenance, and, because every hat I'm wearing, it's fresh. I got a nice pin from Look Ma No Hands here.
Well, it's easy when you have like us. Like I got 300 plus, you got 1,000 plus. So
at least
when the hardest decision every morning is picking what to wear.
Yeah, I've been in that scenario so many times.
I try not to wear the same hat twice. That's what my rule is.
But if you sweat through your pink bottom a little bit and you want to clean that up, you got to know how to take care of your hat.
I got a good one for you. You remember this because I reached out to you about it when it happened. I got blood all over my Green Eggs and Ham Dodgers.
My face just said it all.
Well, I cut my hand and I grabbed the brim of my hat at work,
Mhm.
not thinking because I was working and it had a stain, but I got it out with alcohol wipes. It didn't fade out the bottom. It looks brand new. You'd never know. I had my hand like it was sliced right here. I grabbed it like this. Take the hat off. I had to wipe the sweat off my face. I didn't realize I was bleeding. And I was like, oh shit.
Alcohol wipes for blood. Now you know. There are other ways to clean your hat. Doesn't mean you got to use that. If you want to be, a little more meticulous about it, which means to take a little more care and be very specific. And
I beat my hats up, so it's like whatever I can do to wear it, I'll do it.
I mean, if it goes with the shoes, or maybe I find a shirt that kind of pops, like even the Venom shirt I got on right now, like the red still kind of pops, but it's not green. So that's why I was wearing that Black Dodger.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Easy, easy. Take it easy.
From wearing sneakers, I'm off.
I'm gonna put my cookies and cream on now. Since the Dodgers have went all out, yeah.
I flipped to the alumni of this team is Dick Pole. Portland Beavers. The Portland Beavers, my friend.
I paid about $30 for that card from the 1979 Portland Beavers from the Pacific Coast League. Probably top 5 in my collection.
What was it?
And if it ever comes to fruition,
the fact that a team in the 70s was called Beavers. It's hilarious.
No, but you remember that idea we had? So
yeah, the Field of Dicks.
So the Field of Dicks is a custom frame where you could get a whole baseball field like frame, and you can put the card in there, and then you put the glass back on and put it back together. But my thinking was that we should get a different player named Dick for every single position, and then get a nice placard that said Field of Dicks. And I think it would be a conversational piece.
The manager, we have a manager slot. That'd be Rusty Kuntz.
Oh yeah, Rusty Kuntz, easy. Well, we did script the world or the worst names in baseball. I did script it one time with Sean Fallon. So we had Rusty Kuntz managing Steve Sharts on the mound, and it's not looking good. So definitely going to be something that we include at some point. Will be our manuscript of the worst names in history. And it is actually Kuntz.
I got one of the best names in baseball, Sparky Anderson. Great manager, the Tigers and the Reds. He was a manager for Big Red Machine for so long.
I remember him from that. It should have been a perfect game. And the umpire called him safe at first, and it was like, no. He's like, you just fucked up a no-hitter. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like 10-0. Sparky went off.
You don't have many coaches like him nowadays.
That's why I like Don Mattingly. But when he stands there and goes, come on, we don't throw at him. Like, come on, dude, you do. When Acuna just takes you to the yard every single game, don't tell me you weren't going to throw at him.
My beef with the Marlins is with Jazz Chisholm there. He didn't stop running when Acuna tore his ACL in the outfield.
Which, I mean, that really ignites that rivalry for me.
He should have stayed they should have put him back at third after that, because they didn't attempt to field the ball till he was halfway to home.
I mean, that's part of the rules. If a player gets injured and you can't make the play, they should have to send you back. And I think the umpires made a bad call on that.
Definitely see some retribution in the future, especially when Acuna gets back. Like, I hate to say it with the new way of baseball is going, but some of the old school stuff made sense. Like, you don't do stuff like that.
Well, as part of the unwritten rules of baseball, some of these players, you know, were told to quote apologize for what they've been doing, for being so great, for breaking records. Tatis Jr., first shortstop to 50 home runs or something, and
Yeah.
stolen bases or something like that. Like, he's just nasty. You cannot contain these players. You want players to be good. You want the game to be exciting. Let them play.
Flipping it to my first pinky. This was the first one I ever hit on Hat Club. This was a Pink Lemonade Athletics with their Battle of the Bay patch. The Yankees are coming for that second wildcard spot. They're going to be playing in the Coliseum if they do. Dodgers 50th. Icy. Is it the Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we just wanted to put an episode out. Spidey's off. I had work today, but we wanted to put an episode out, talk a little bit about the trades. We want to joke around with the Yankee stuff because I have that Jeter jersey.
yeah, definitely not siding with the Yankees very much longer. I'm gonna have to choose a different opponent, maybe the Rays, and we'll see where I want to go from there, because I am definitely not betting in favor of the Yankees anymore, because the last time I did, they were up by 4 in the 8th inning with a no-hitter going, and they fucking blew it.
Well, now they have two left-handed bats, so they're a more balanced lineup, I would say.
They're still gonna blow it. Don't lie to me.
Hopefully it's can't be as bad as paying Garrett Cole $45 million to give up 15 runs.
We can't all be Bill Buckner out there, okay?
I'm not salty about that because I wasn't born yet when that happened.
Right through his legs.
If you talk to any old Bostonian, like remember that guy at the T station?
Yeah.
They should have put in. They had a defensive specialist on the bench, but they didn't bring him in.
Yeah. That dude was on point, and he was like wicked Boston.
He was from outside of Dorchester.
Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, so we are going to be signing off here. I'm Spidey J18. I'm joined tonight by
North Shore Fitted, TJ here. Peace, love, and caps, y'all.
Peace, love, and catch y'all. Good night.